All right, let's do this. Oh, I guess I should probably get a save in there too. I should. We do need to see who got promoted, of course. Oh, cynical. I'm not cutting any of that out of anything. No. That's staying. That is staying. Again, a big thank you to Hijack and to Respawn for the raids. I appreciate both of you. That was over 10 minutes ago for the two of you. All right, so again, a recruitment class already set. There's nothing we can do there anyway. It's going to be, Bama and Virginia Tech. That's nice that Virginia Tech made it to the national title game with that quarterback. That's pretty cool for them. Again, we wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have made it anyway. We would have had to have been undefeated. So what? We draw Florida in the Natty. Or not in the Natty, but in our bowl game. I'd rather play Georgia Tech. Last time we played the Gators, we got fucking stomped. So, but within the conference standings, let's get a look here. Actually, I should go to schedule instead. Because that way we can see. Navy is good in this reality, yeah. Navy's fucking crazy in this timeline. Let's take a look at the previous week and see who the champions were. Again, we lost by 7 to Air Force because of me and only me. I'm the problem. It was me, Austin. We can't say that anymore because that guy's a horrible piece of shit. But Air Force, champions of the Pac-12. You have Tulsa surviving Houston in some sweet maction. Georgia Tech coming off of a Big 12 loss to California. You got Colorado State winning the Sun Belt. Colorado State gets the win there. San Diego State wins Conference USA. Navy wins the SEC over James Madison. You got Florida State just surviving the Kansas Jayhawks. Florida State advances as well. Syracuse wins the Mountain West, which we will hopefully win next year. Hopefully. Bama over Notre Dame for the ACC title. And Virginia Tech wins the Big Ten over South Carolina. So there we go. It is official in terms of who gets promoted, when, and where. Again, though, in terms of conference standings, it was a great year for us. Undefeated in conference up until the very last game. Like I said, we took over in a pretty rough situation. I still, honestly, for all the talk at the end, right, of the option run with 16 seconds left, the guy fucking mossed 3 of my players on 3rd down. They threw into triple coverage and succeeded. Still not quite over that. In terms of All-Americans, though, we should have a couple at least. Roland Avery, that guy's insane. 6'7" QB. Our defense shows up again because our defense always does well. It's just the way the sim works, but not too bad. And then Pick Dropper was up there, the senior free safety. Not too bad. I'm sure the All Pac-12 was nuts. And yeah. Yep, we were very well represented there, weren't we? Good Lord. Good Lord. And of course, we know that we had a couple of award winners as well. I'm not too worried about going back through them. It's fine. What I do want to take a look at is the biggest bowl games. Again, national title will be Virginia Tech and Bama. You got San Diego State and Nevada in the Orange Bowl. Cotton Bowl, South Carolina and Cal. Sugar Bowl, Navy and Ohio State. And who knows? I don't even think we would have gotten the Fiesta Bowl, to be honest. I don't think we would have. Rose Bowl was Georgia and Syracuse. I don't even know if that would have been us. Maybe. The big question is who ended up with the Pop-Tarts Bowl? UCF and Michigan. Damn. I wanted the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Well, with that, Georgia Tech, then. We have a chance to avenge a loss from a couple seasons ago. Baconator listed as doubtful. I would be very surprised if he plays. But let's get a look at Georgia Tech. They are a couple of conferences above us. We have a shot here. We have a shot. They do have a pretty solid quarterback. But I would say that we very, very much have an opportunity here. I think that's fair to say. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the overalls then. Number 25, Georgia Tech. For our final game of the season, we are superior on paper. And because it's a bowl game, you know what must be done. If you've been here for a bit. All gold, baby. That's why we lost to Air Force right there. I wasn't rocking the all gold. Put them in the all white. This ends up being a snow game. I'm going to be pissed. It's the Alamo Bowl, though, right? Highly doubt it's a game in the snow, but you never know. You never know. Give it a chance. 19th best points per game, 51st defense. They're not a bad team.
Hi, everybody.
Not at all. We're superior on paper, but our play calling leaves a lot to be denied. Big facts. Big facts. I wasn't aware of the rule that you couldn't spike a ball without going to the huddle first. I blew it. I didn't know the rules. It's kind of crazy because, like I said, once B wasn't working, which is the Madden option, I tapped it, I pressed it, and then I did that for X. I did it for R1, L1, which R1 is the spike, I think. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Y to hurry up and then RB afterwards, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it's hurry up to the line first and then hit R. It is what it is. We almost completed a great comeback, and now it's Dome, Sweet Dome for the Alamo Bowl. So, hey, at the very least, we were reminded, we learned. We fought, we had fun. It was a conference championship game that had a little bit of everything. So, it's all good. Like I said, it was house money. It didn't cost us a national title appearance or anything like that. I'm really not that concerned. I do have the habit of forgetting, though, that you don't have that freaking quick spike option, which is stupid. But, nice 7-0 lead at the end of the first. Not bad. What about heading into halftime? It's 7-7. 14 unanswered points. Ooh, boy. Wow, they somehow didn't add more to that. 14-7 at halftime. Not a great performance so far. It also doesn't help that our offense, in a lot of ways, has died out quite a bit. It is 14-14 heading into the fourth. Unreal that you were that close. I mean, think about how lucky we got, right? There was the fumble. We were lucky. We were unlucky. It was just a crazy game. I'm not even that mad about it. I'm disappointed that in the mistake in regards to the spike, but I would run that option play 100 times out of 100. As we fumble the ball and they recover it. And with 2:53 to go, Georgia Tech takes the lead. So there we go. We need... Let's see. We need a miracle here. We've lost to Georgia Tech before. I hope to not have that happen again. Remember what I said about bad blocking? A follow-up block on the outside was atrocious. Woo! Oh, this man's fast as fuck, boy! Oh! Holy shit, where have you been all season long? Also, how do you like that back foot lob? Also, 2 interceptions for Salvador in this game so far. The back foot fadeaway lob. That guy's fast as fuck. All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay. Bold strategy, Cotton. Play action's a bit risky, but I'm going to try it. He scrambled. Quickly, and it's almost intercepted. So I thought he was going to run down the field because he did a little like shoulder shimmy. And then he didn't. He didn't go. Right here, he calls for it. And then right here, this little turn. Very lucky that wasn't picked. Right here, it looked like to me he was going to turn upfield, so I tried to lob it over his head. And yeah, he just didn't. He just didn't. Ugh. Okay. Well, we march, we move. The good thing is we still have our timeouts. I really have to try not to use any of them. I don't feel good about that at all.
He's rolling right. Here comes the pressure. He's knocked out of bounds.
I was just begging and pleading for X to get open, and he just couldn't get around him. A was open in front of me for a dump off, but 3 of 11 on third down in the game. I don't know why our offense is just...
He's scrambling.
Picked. Oh my God, what a grab. I thought for sure that defender was going to pounce on it. That's a big play.
They use their personnel well and can be very tough to defend.
Big play.
From the 32-yard line.
We're not done yet, as they say.
Rolls to the left. He's in trouble.
Oh, Salvador.
Slides down to the ground.
That works. Woo, I tell all my quarterbacks to throw off the back foot. That's the way. That's the secret. Worked for Johnny Manziel. Why can't it work for me?
Makes it to the 14, and that's their
Forbidden flesh. My goodness. What a player. What a player. What a player. Now is the perfect time to run an option. Except they got a whole lot of linebackers, so we're going to opt out to play action.
Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown.
Now, I had my mind made up what we were going to do before we even scored. Because we have 3 timeouts. I am absolutely going for this. And I am absolutely picking an option run. Let's fucking go.
Rather than tie it up, it looks like they want to risk it and go for the lead.
All right, let's see. Nobody's open. Holy shit, it worked. Imagine. What a shit play call. I got lucky.
After that successful 2-point conversion.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive.
Wyoming leads.
Most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
He sends this one deep.
I'm going to win the game that matters. You were closer, to be fair. Not by much. Not by much.
And there's nothing better.
I can't wait for us to lose this game, by the way. We are definitely going to lose this game. Guarantee it. 100%. These boys love to fail early on.
We're one play away from a very different ball game. Under a minute left.
Get him. Nice. Way to knock that out. Way to knock that out, fellas. Good work.
Second down, 10.
Good work. Good work. Dinklage. Pistol Pete Dinklage. Dinklage. Peter Dinklage. Oh, 50 Shades of Gray. Another knockout over the middle. Dinklage. Peter Dinklage. Peter Pete. All right, Mr. Dinklage, here we go. Here comes the Dinklage.
Gets it. He's in space.
Jesus Christ, that guy got mauled. Just out-muscled. Oh, they can run the hurry up, though. He's not even spiking it.
Quarterback's best friend is a receiver he can count on to catch.
That's less than ideal. All right, gentlemen. I need you to make a stop here, if you would. There we go. That's better. That's better. Then don't break. Hey, look, I try not to subscribe to any Matt Patricia philosophy. Thank you.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
I'm already traumatized. Thank you. Oh my God! Imagine running it
And he gets a yard on the run.
with.
Play here by the senior to make the sure tackle.
Now, see, if I had ran it there, roast me to death. Okay. As well as wasting time at. What are they doing? Hello? Hello? Georgia?
Fires out quickly to the tailback. That tackle just sealed the deal.
I am the greatest player alive with the biggest brain and the biggest balls. I am the greatest. Never question this. Never question the size of this big brain or the even bigger balls.
Sad to see this one in because there's a great
Never question them again. I'm the greatest. I am the GOAT.
out there, but they needed to make one or two more big
Eat your heart out.
couldn't do it. Who knows?
I am the GOAT.
Minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
It's a bowl victory for Wyoming. As the 2-point conversion pays off, Georgia Tech, they just didn't know what to do. They crumbled under the pressure. Don't you fucking celebrate. You threw 4 interceptions in the conference title game. You suck, pal.
They're unable to get their 10th win of the season.
I got someone who's been in this chat for 5 fucking years yelling at me because you threw 4 picks and I just came up short overcoming your shit. 22-21. A big win for Wyoming. It was actually a pretty good final drive, too. We did well. I cannot understand the AI logic in this game sometimes. But, nice little bit of grab ass. I mean, did he really lose the game? Did he really lose the game given those circumstances, you know? That was special from Georgia Tech at the end. Salvador, final game for Wyoming. Still not the best. Still not the best from old Salvador. Did get the rushing touchdown, though. Yeah, our running game, and I feel like as a result, our offense took a pretty big hit from the loss of Kevin Baconator at running back. It's never easy to lose your starting running back, but we definitely took a pretty big hit to our offensive output, I would say. Now, you want to talk about coaches getting fired. Georgia Tech. Now, that's a coach getting fired. Wyoming wins the Alamo Bowl. 12-2, our best season to date. Caps off a season that features our 3rd straight promotion as well, which is unbelievable. We're heading back to where we belong, the Mountain West. Except the Mountain West is actually a place to desire being in. Shockingly, at least in this reality. But a big bowl win as well. We didn't win the bowl game last year. We did win the conference title, but we didn't win the bowl game. So, not too bad. Hello, Crash Andrews, you handsome devil. And we finished the season ranked top 10. Might have been top 5 had we not lost to Air Force, but all in all, pretty good. I really can't complain. Alabama wins the national title. Bell, technically the math would work out, so you didn't technically need to do independent teams. Technically. You could completely avoid having independents. So Bama finishes the season there. Again, we would have been 12-1, so maybe top 5. Maybe. I doubt it, actually. We might have been 7th. That loss really isn't a big deal at all, given the argument that came out of it. Our job security is still 100% with A+ prestige. It really was almost irrelevant at the end of the day. That's the funny part. Let's take a look at the final bowl results, at least for the big games, though. As, again, Bama beats Virginia Tech 45-24. USC kicked the hell out of Appalachian State. Orange Bowl goes to San Diego State. You have South Carolina winning the Cotton Bowl. Ohio State wins the Sugar Bowl over Navy, and the Fiesta Bowl to Texas over Florida. The Rose Bowl was Georgia over Syracuse. Did Air Force win their bowl game? Yes, they did. They beat Clemson in the Holiday Bowl. Wow. Oh, good for them. We'll see them next season. We will certainly see them next season, but there are some players that we will not see next season. Dude, that guy had 4,700 yards. Jesus Christ. Let's get a look at the end of season stats here in the passing game. It was Salvador Dolly Parton, 3,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 20 picks. Not great. Obviously not great. Not bad, but that's a lot of interceptions. Running back Kevin Baconator was having a great season. Was a top 5 in the Heisman race, and then broke his ass. Unfortunately. Receiving wise, 61 receptions for 911 London PD. Second in yardage, only behind another senior, Harmonica Hank, but did lead in touchdowns with 10. For the blocking, no one lineman was particularly bad. And then defensively, 95 tackles for the senior, 50 shades of gray. 30 tackles for loss for Pistol Pete Dinklage, who had 10 sacks, as did Dwayne Robertson. Our pick leader with 2 was Billy the Kid, who was a quarterback but was playing defense this year because of other red shirts. And our kicker, Arby's, went 19 of 24 compared to the 50% from Dan Campbell. So definitely putting Arby's as our kicker was a very good decision very early on in the season. But with that, what was that, our 8th season? 8th, I think? At the helm of Wyoming. We're still looking fantastic. You know, moving forward. Just 2 losses on the year. Both of which you could have argued. We tried to come back in both of them, too. We obviously could have just been like, let it go. So, let's see. There you go. 4 straight seasons of at least accomplishing something. Whether it be a bowl game or a conference title. It was the first time in 3 seasons that we didn't win a conference title. But again, last year, conference title, no bowl game. This year was the inverse. 8 wins per season is the target. And again, we had, 12 this year. We're also now back to 500 in terms of bowl games as well. So, very, very good. Wyoming is looking fantastic right now. James Franklin out at Penn State, and the Sooners have fired Brian Hartline. We will not be switching programs. We will get confirmation on players leaving, obviously. Oh, man. All right. Let's take a look. Did we lose any coaches? Air Force just lost their offensive coordinator. Interesting. More concerned about us at this point. And we kept our coordinators. Good. Very, very good. Including Mike Tressel, who had the best points against the freaking nation. I mean, he was awesome. We're not going to be able to hold on to him for too long, is my guess. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the other coaches around the nation or anything, at least for this year. First and foremost, Salvador Dolly Parton is going pro as a projected 6th round pick. Almost 7,000 yards in 2 seasons, 58 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Good luck to whoever takes him at the pro level. Kevin Baconator. Really 1 season as a starter, 11 touchdowns. Was solid, but again, didn't get to see too much of him. At wide receiver, we say goodbye to Harmonica Hank, 911 London PD, and Mail Kakar. It's a bit of a shame. Hank, 16 touchdowns in his career, 1,900 yards. Previous. Hello? Please work. There we go. 911 London PD, 16 touchdowns over the 2 years, 1,100 yards. And then Mayo Kakar, 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. Didn't really get too much of a chance last year. On the O-line, we say goodbye to Colm O'Driscoll and Do You Know the Muffin Man, as well as Michelle Jones at left guard. We're losing a lot of talent. At center, the hot flaming Daddy Duty. Right guard, am I stupid? No, I'm Texas. And all the small things. And at right tackle, we say goodbye to the pros, though. Alcoholic. We just lost so much talent. Dusty Gooch on the defensive line graduates, as does Pistol Pete Dinklage. We also say goodbye to defensive tackle Dwayne Robertson and bring back Surfer Sting. At linebacker, Bill Williamson and Meow Mix. Middle linebacker, Yay. And on the other side, 96 overall, 50 Shades of Gray. In the secondary, 2 corners going pro, Maine Moose Knuckle and Rusty Spurs. At safety, Pick Dropper. And lots of riding. And our punter, Arby's Guts, the meats. Wow. We just lost 6 90 rated or higher players. We'll see if we can survive that, because that's not guaranteed. Again, I think we look less at the idea of a national title and just focus on not getting relegated. Bobski, what's up, by the way? How are you? Of course, the 4 did go pro, as they always do. Wherever it says they're going to go pro, they always do. And again, no transfer requests. No transfer requests. We go to the final week of recruiting, in which we can do absolutely nothing because we've already used up all of our scholarships. So we can just press the button. Over to signing day. Mr. Grimes, good to see you. How's your face? How is your face? Yeah, we know we do have a really good recruitment class coming in, though, which is nice. We'll never be a top class, as we always say, because we didn't get any 4 stars, but... yeah, number 77. Still a 5-star program. Haven't made it up to a 6, but fastest off-season recruitment period in channel history. My face is spectacular. The rest of my body is not. Sorry? Did you hear that? All right, we get the position changes, and this could be interesting. Let's see what we got here. So for the athletes, we have Chuck Donaldson. Quarterback, wide receiver. That's pretty much it. He's a quarterback or he's a wide receiver. Wesley Gilmore. Running back, wide receiver. One or the other. And then Patrick McNeil. More of a wide receiver than a running back. Could play in the secondary. Keep that in mind. We have 3 QBs right now. Billy the Kid is absolutely shaping up to be the one. Got Buble on shrooms and a new recruit, Ty McRae. Do we need a 4th QB? We do have 2 seniors there. If we bring Donaldson over, could redshirt him for the year, and then that's got to be the answer. So we're definitely bringing Donaldson over. Gilmore can be either wideout, and then McNeil was either a wideout or a secondary option. For the running backs, we have 4, so we definitely need a running back. So red shirt for the year. Although we do have Ryan Butler as well. Butler is definitely best in that particular position. We got other people who could potentially move, but I don't know if we're going to have the positions to pull it off. Gilmore's going to running back. Pretty straightforward. We'll double check fullback, tight end in a second. Any of these guys better wideouts? I highly doubt it, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay. Ooh, we actually don't have that many wideouts. We have enough to field a team this year. This... That's a little bit tough. I think that athlete has to go to the secondary. He was fast enough to be in the secondary, wasn't he? Yeah, 92 speed. He's fine. Could move one of these guys over to wideout, but again, they weren't particularly good there. Nor were they particularly good. Gilmore. I think that's the way to do it. So for the tight end fullback split, it's a -2 for Clark, -7 for Bood, and Cogburn gets significantly better. Klopp is a -4. Kazooie's a -2. Alvin Williams, yeah, that's just got to be the way it is. Okay. That is pretty straightforward with not much to change, really. Just because of the lack of numbers, I want to say. Let's see what the O-line ends up looking like. We know it's going to be weaker than last year. I do wish training camp results came down first before changing player positions, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Let's see. So Durst stays the same. So does Behemoth. Rickwa goes up by 1. Sandler goes up by 1. Sullivan drops. Enos drops. Robinson up by 1. Reese up by 1. Rafflebot stays, and Stud can stay as well. So we need 2 more people to move in. Go with Durst and Behemoth then. So we'll move you to right tackle. Move you to right tackle. Thank you, Crash, by the way. +4 for Durst. +2 for Rickwa. +4 for Behemoth. Now it's Behemoth and Durst that are going to move over. There we go. They are better at center. And then for the guards... Pretty straightforward. Here we go. O-line's actually going to be looking okay by the end of this. We are going to need quite a few recruits, though, which is a little bit scary. Louisiana let him go. Can be moved to linebacker. You're not as good there, but you have the speed. Honestly, you could argue Stud should be there, too. I did not notice what was going to be a lack of defensive ends. Old Hand Henry can move over. I don't think I can move one other dude. Also, we had Hillary Clinton. Yes, that... Whoops. Didn't want to move Hillary over. Double check your email, Hillary. Double check it. Back to defensive tackle. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of trouble. Holy linebackers. Jesus God. All right, well, Mike Graham's moving over. I need 2 more defensive ends out of this mix. Oops, all linebackers. You know, we're going to move anybody that's not currently at an 80 speed. So technically that'll end up with 3 dudes. You go for linebackers every season. Yeah, because they're the best rated players. I just go after the best talent, okay? If they happen to be linebackers, then damn it, they're linebackers. Just how it works. All right, so we're looking good there. Defensive tackle, we got enough people. What do we have? I mean, we got so many goddamn middle linebackers. I might as well just move people there for a moment. Okay, nobody at 90 speed, although Joe Meadows is close. And then walk on. I'm just going to move the punter so that we know to cut him. 87 speed. Juco, but can't really be picking and choosing. Correct. Let's move Smith to middle linebacker for the moment. Requires you to keep one independent. There you go. Glad you at least found the answer. I actually didn't realize that. Caught that sucker. He'll go up in rating, so he's fine. Meadows isn't going to get better this year. But he is the fastest of the linebackers, and I feel like I'm going to need the numbers for the secondary. Let me double check here. It's got to be what, like 3 and 3 typically? So let's see. Illis only goes up by 2. Pinhead's up by 1. Balmoa actually drops. Venture's up by 1. McIntyre goes up by 5, so he'll go right back. Joker staying up by 1. Friday up by 2. All goes up by 7. Trail up by 8. Yeah, all these guys are just going to get back. McNeil's definitely moving over, as is Caught That Sucker. And then from here, it's a -3, +1, -1, another -1, and another -1. Cantrell over. I need one more. Yeah, I need one more safety. And it'll be horse named Friday. And we'll move Caught That Sucker over. So that one middle linebacker with 88 speed, Joe Meadows. I mean, you're not looking like you're going to be a great corner, but god damn it, I got to try. And then I could potentially move you over at a different time. But that is the play, Mr. Meadows. If I don't end up with any walk-ons. Definitely going to need to recruit some corners next year. 100%. So let's see. You stay the same. Shaw gets one better. Moore also gets better. Fake punts gets worse. McAllister stays the same. Ligma. Meat Mountain to the outside. Aaron Morris stays the same. Chad Thomas. Smith. Silver. And then Eightful Hate. That is a lot of middle linebackers. Honestly, I mean, Kyle Smith, 87 speeds, not outstanding. Previously a safety. I'm going to move you to corner as well. Just because. Move Dallister McAllister out to the right. Renaming is going to happen tonight, yes. 3, 5, and 3. That's fine. I think we are okay. We do have to sort out the kicker-punter situation here. But as far as I can tell, we had the depth sorted as we wanted it. Indeed we do. All right, it's just kicker and punter then. We don't need to worry about walk-on because he's going to get cut. So out of these guys, oof. John Williamson not looking too hot. Campbell is going to get better, but his accuracy sucks. So we're going to put him and John Williamson at punter and let Jason Smith be our kicker because that guy's actually tremendous. So I think positions have been decided. Let's hope we get some good training results here. Oh yeah, 90 rated senior quarterback Billy the Kid with 95 speed, 91 acceleration. The chance for great QBs continues here with Wyoming. Jefferson, it probably is, yeah. It's either a Twitch glitch or something going on with the internet because I haven't had anything on my side indicating a problem with the stream tonight. but can he throw? I didn't want to check. I was going to leave it as suspense, Mills, but damn it, you had to ask. Not really. He's very similar to who we just said goodbye to. Very, very similar. Running back's looking all right. Got Rooster at fullback. Wide receiver core is certainly not going to be as strong as it was last year. Tight end is okay, not amazing. O-line, Pat Rickwa's looking all right, at least. 289s down the middle, both seniors. Oh, God. I'm just starting to notice how many high-rated seniors we have. Uh-oh. Even though we brought in 25 recruits this year. I mean, we have a good team again coming up for this year. I think we can easily compete for another promotion, but oh boy, we got some players to worry about. In terms of the cuts, we have to get rid of nobody. I am still going to get rid of... You know what? I'm going to keep walk-on on the team. We don't have to get rid of anybody this year. We're at 70 on the dot, which you might think is a good thing. That is actually a horrible thing for us. Absolutely horrible. How did we manage that? Pure luck. Pure luck. We don't have to reset anything about the skill tree this year. So let's get a look then at the new finalized conferences. In the Sun Belt, Colorado State promoted as champions. They will be replacing the demoted Kent State, while Arkansas State have also been relegated for App State. So that is the brand new bottom tier Sun Belt Conference. It's changed a bit over the years since we've left it, and I hope to never, ever have to go back. Please, God. Actually, you know what we'll do is we'll pop the webcam up this way. There we go. That way nothing's cut off at least. So there is that. Let me get my little Word doc updated here. Just so that in case something happens, I have a safety net to keep track. For the SEC, Navy have been promoted as champions. They will be taking the place of Ohio, while Southern Miss have also been relegated for James Madison. So that is the brand new SEC again. In this reality, the second bottom tier. Our NHL stream's returning soon. I'm not sure. Potentially, but potentially not. Part of me wants to wait until my custom roster's done, but that's still not going to be done soonish. So we'll see. Never say never. It won't be a done for the year thing, though. I'll be back on it at some point. It's just a matter of when. For the Pac-12, promoted as champions, not Wyoming, it is Air Force, as they will be up for Kentucky. So Air Force ends up in a division with Army, and we will be replacing South Alabama. So that is your brand new Pac-12, now that Air Force and your very own Wyoming Cowboys have advanced. Again, relegated Kentucky and South Alabama. Kentucky and Bama. Mid Tennessee State and Navy. Kind of crazy that Navy got stuck down there, but there they are. For the Mountain West, Syracuse have been promoted as champions. They will be replacing Ball State, while Hawaii are dropped for USF. So that is your brand new Mountain West. Again, we will be in a division with Ball State, Illinois, Toledo, Louisiana, and Troy. Those are the 5 teams that we are vying for the same spot with here. That wasn't great English, but you get the point at the very least. So Mountain West for you boys. For the MAC, promoted as champions, Tulsa, as they head to Conference USA to replace East Carolina, while Arizona State are relegated for Houston. So your new look MAC conference heading into 2021. East Carolina and the Arizona State Sun Devils relegated. Up to Conference USA, promoted as champions, San Diego State, as they will replace Vanderbilt, and SMU have been relegated for Iowa State, the brand new Conference USA. Again, Vanderbilt and SMU on the way down. For the Big Ten, promoted as champions, Virginia Tech. They made it all the way to the Natty before losing. They will be replacing Maryland, and Kansas State have been relegated for the South Carolina Gamecocks. So that is your brand new Big Ten. Let's see, drop those relegated teams down. Beautiful. We go to the Big 12, promoted as champions, California. Cal is up for Arkansas. Actually, technically, it's Utah. One extra loss. And Arkansas will be down for the team that we beat in that bowl game, Georgia Tech. So, Georgia Tech. Nice to have beaten them in a year where they got promoted. That's a pretty good statement. Pretty good coup for us. Not bad at all. Let's go to the American, which is the third tier. Promoted as champions, Florida State will be replacing the Oklahoma Sooners. And Iowa have been relegated for Kansas. So that is the brand new third tier. The American Conference. And Iowa and Oklahoma having been relegated. Kind of surprised the Sooners got relegated, but here we are. For the second tier, promoted as champions, Alabama, as they will be replacing Auburn, and the Oregon Ducks are down for Notre Dame. So that is your new ACC, the second tier. As again, Notre Dame and Bama are on their way up. Oregon and Auburn on the way down. So your Elite Six, your Superior Six, Bama, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Texas, and USC. That's kind of, I think, who people would expect to be in that Superior Six independent status by 2021. But the good news for us, we are now up into the Mountain West. Friggin' Air Force. So again, in terms of tiers, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are in tier 8. 9, 10, 11 tiers in total. So we still have a ways to go to get to the top of the mountain, but we've made great time. 3 straight promotions is a hell of a way to be set up, and we will be ranked 8th in the nation in the preseason. But we could have been like 6th if we didn't lose to Air Force. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Microphone.